Full story to the Crown and the Flame. We're going to play part 2. The ruins of Rajkar. Now playing as Dominic, 2 years after King Luther seized Stormholt, you're living in the castle disguised as a common servant. Today's you're helping Tristan and Margaret carry large sacks of flour to the kitchens. All this just for dinner tonight? I swear, we're carrying a week's worth here. Just about. We're cooking double. Another battalion of soldiers arrived at Stormholt last night, and we've got to feed them all. King Arthur's forces nearly every able-bodied person in the 5 kingdoms into his army. It's no wonder we're overwhelmed with soldiers. Another battalion? I've got to figure out what's going on and send word to Kina. Hush. There's soldiers up ahead. You want them to hear you? Down the corridor, you spot a woman in armor arguing with a soldier. I won't tolerate another mistake. Prince Marco has been too lenient with you. Every soldier in the barracks will be ready for inspection within the hour. I swear it. You don't see that every day. I wonder who she is. I think she must be... Dressed in full armor, she's got to be someone important in Luther's army. Enough gossip, you two. We've got to work. Oh my god. Back in the kitchens. My goodness. They want venison tonight for the high table. I hope we have enough. Yeah, and we better hurry with it. My back still hasn't finished healing from the last whipping. As you work, you hear a tapping at the window. Hockey. What an original name. Gotta have an original name. Goodbye, viewer. Hockey's back. He was so happy to see Hockey. I mean, he was just so happy to see Hockey. I told you. He only answers to Bobo? Bobo. Kind of like that. Bobo. Brr. Oh god, the first name is Bobo. I'm sorry, I can't think of anything better than just... Oh dear god. You cut off a small piece of venison, and Bobo eats it out of your hand. Chirp. Bobo looks longingly at the sky. Not yet, my friend. When we have news for Kenya, then I'll send you off. Brr. Your hawk is as restless as you are, Dom. I don't blame him, but he's the lucky one. He gets to fly away from this place, and he'll get to see Kenya again long before I ever will. Now playing as Kenya. You're living in a hidden monastery with Gabriel and the monks who run it. As another morning dawns, you carry 2 buckets of water up the hill and into the monastery. You set them down in front of Gabriel and one of the monks. Look at you. There was a time when carrying just one bucket left you out of breath. I was a castle girl back then. Now you are something stronger. Why do you push yourself? Most queens would leave the hard work to others. Most queens have kingdoms. Good answer. Are you ready to train with me this morning? I'm always ready. The monk gestures to the sword Gabriel gave you. Hanging on a rack on the wall, you eye the weapon in the monk's hand, a rod with a blade on both ends. When do I get to use that one? Only the most skilled monks are allowed to use the Korkaito. You are not yet ready for it. You pick up your sword. That's not that bad. Why would you be upset with that? You've obtained a sword. I'll make do with this. Let's begin. The monk squares off against you, taking a firm, wide stance. He tightens his grip on his Korkaito and eyes your weapon. His placid face almost hints at a smile. Then the blade of his Korkaito shoots out at you. I should deflect. You knock the Korkaito to the side with the flat of your sword, shoving it away. The monk then lunges at you, grabbing you by the throat. He jerks you up, lifting you off your feet, and holds you in the air in front of him. This dude is a beast. You fight well, but unfortunately youth and passion cannot make experience and discipline. You are beaten. Yield. As you try to fight off his grip, you notice he's left his stomach unprotected. You wind up a kick to the monk as hard as you can in the stomach. Ugh. The monk sucks in his breath and drops you. Not one of our moves, but a good one. Come on. Let's keep going. You defeated the monk while sparring. No, enough for today. You and the monk face each other, bowing. You fought well. My brothers and I will be proud to follow you into battle when the time comes. Thank you. The monk bows to you and leaves. Gabriel turns to you. You've impressed the Rocker monks. Rocker monks. We're about 50 of them. There are about 50 of them, and we'll need every last one in the coming battle to take back Stormhold. Your army's growing, Kenya. It'll grow even faster once we leave the ruins of Rocker. Yeah. I cannot pronounce the word. Patience, my queen. Patience. All I do is wait. I spend all day watching the sky for Dom's hawk. If he sends his pet to us often, he'll draw suspicion. I know, it's just... I know you don't approve, but I understand. He was a true friend to you, my queen, and we can use as many friends as we can get. If King Luther discovers Dom's hiding at the castle, that he's secretly helping me. Luther is a cruel man, but Dom is clever. He'll be safe until our time to strike comes. Before we can do anything to take back Stormhold, we'll need an opportunity. Wait. Hear what? Did you hear that? That's what he said. I clicked on the thing too fast again. I gotta just let it play out. So, like this. Don't touch until it gives me that tap button. That's what I need to do. Just wait until... Before you can say another word, Gabriel whips out his dagger and hurls it into these shadows. A man screams. Oh! Naraka's scouts. We cannot let them report back to King Luther. It's her. It's the queen. Don't let them get away. The two remaining scouts rush out of the monastery in opposite directions. Gabriel rushes after one, and you start to head after the other. Wait, I'm going to need a weapon. Special weapons will help in combat and can unlock unique opportunities in scenes. Plus, they'll increase your armory score and will be added to your armory for the final battle. Use the cork for an edge against the scout. You'll also gain the option to use this weapon in the final battle. I can't. Okay, so you finally do. The weapons cost diamonds. It costs the little diamonds. Okay. We'll go with the sword. You grab your short sword. You spring outside, chasing after the scout. Not going to get away from me. You catch up to the scout. He spins, pulling out two curved daggers. Good luck defending against two blades, girl. Your sword suddenly seems less lethal in your hand. I'll manage. First, I'm gonna cut you up. Then I'm going to gut you just like a wild boar. You done talking? The scout lunges forward, slashing at your chest with one of his daggers. You block. You're able to parry his attack with your sword, but you're left exposed. Oh no. He thrusts with the other dagger. Leap back. You leap backward, but he connects with your armor, slicing it across it. There's that cut I promised. He lunges again, but this time you're able to roll away quickly, exposing a weak point on his thigh. You attack, aiming for his... Let's go for the thigh. Your sword slashes across his thigh. Is this the part where you gut me? In his rage, he whirls around, kicking you hard in the chest and sends you flying onto your back. He rushes towards you. This is where you die. I should sweep his leg. You swing your sword in a low sweep, wedging the blade into his ankle. He reels back for a moment, clearing his pain. You're gonna pay for that, what you've... He stiffens for a moment. Tinkers, then falls to the side, one of Gabriel's throwing knives protruding from the back of his neck. I got him. You saved my life. I wish I had been able to finish him on my own. You helped slow him down. Let's call it a team effort. We must be vigilant. Not even a single scout can report our location back to Luther. We stopped them today, but we can't hide forever. No, and when the time comes, you must be ready to strike. As you and Gabriel head back inside, you don't notice a slight stirring in the bushes. Lying there, holding his breath, is one last Nivrakis scout. Oh dear God, one got away. Son of a monkey uncle. Now playing as Dominic. Okay. In the kitchen, you spot Rose filling a tray with meat. A guard looms over her. That looks tasty. The soldier reaches over and plucks a piece of meat from the tray. Please, sir. We'll barely have enough for the high table as it is. That's your problem, isn't it? If I've got to watch over you filthy kitchen rats, I'm going to enjoy myself. He reaches for more. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Oh yeah? And why would I listen to a dog like you? Because Luther sends thieving guards to the Galans. But it's all the Weizen we've got, so we have to serve it. Disgusting. We washed it as well as we could, but enough. I don't want to hear about it. The soldier moves down to the other end of the kitchen to steal a piece of bread. You whisper to Rose. Looks like that did the trick. Thanks, Tom. I should tell her. It's the least I could do. I know that, look, what do you want now? And keep your voice down. You don't need to sound so suspicious. I'm here to offer my services. I want to help you serve the banquet tonight. Oh, really? And why do you want to do that? You lean close and whisper in her ear. I think he's plotting something big. I need to find out what it is. Oh, Dom, please be careful. I don't want to see you tied to the whipping pole tonight. I'm always careful, except you know when I'm not. I'm going to regret this, but here, take this tray of Venice. Man, I keep saying vision. And don't draw attention to yourself. Of course. You follow Rose into the banquet hall. Soldiers line to the walls, standing at attention. And at the center, Prince Marco and his right-hand man, Bartel, are sitting at the long banquet table. About time. Any later, and I'd be visiting the kitchen with my carving knife. Apologies, my lord. Apologies, my lord. You gotta blend that in. Across from Marco and Bartel is the red-haired woman you saw earlier, and at the head of the table, King Luther Navrakis presides. As I was saying after speaking at length with Helena, I've made my decision. My lord, it is wise to discuss things of this nature in front of the servants? I assure you, they're perfectly subdued. We've beaten any fight out of them long ago. Luckily, this is easy to demonstrate. You, come here. Yes, my lord. What do you know about the Iron Empire? Well, you think this is the Iron Empire? The 5 kingdoms. You were right, Helena. This one's playing dumb. He cannot fool me, though. Before you can react, Luther springs up from his seat, grabs you by the throat, and slams you onto the table. Ugh. No. Soldiers jump in and hold you down. I'm hungry, so hurry up and die. As he squeezes tightly against your neck, your vision blurs, dims, and finally fades. You have died. What do you do? Holy crap. Oh, dear God, I gotta start over. You can actually die in this? Wow. Okay, let's start this over then. Wow. And why haven't they attacked us? They're far to the west. They'd have to cross the entire ocean. Insightful. Continue, please. Well, they'd need ships to transport their armies. You see Rose imploring you to shut up. I mean, that's what I heard someone else say. Helena, you were right again. This one is far too cunning. Oh, dear God. So the 2 choices that I thought it was not it. I died again. Holy bugger. Haha. I think that says it all. Satisfied, Helena? I don't know if I've ever heard anyone more misinformed. See, he might as well be a piece of furniture in the room. Rose shoots you a quick smile. I messed that up so bad. Yes, that fooled him. So as I was saying, I'd be sailing west tonight and attacking the Iron Empire with the bulk of our forces. We're going to war. About time. Sparring is no replacement for a real battle. I don't want to get slow. No, you won't be going with me. You will remain here at Stormhold. What? But there's no glory in staying here. I should be cutting down our enemies, like my brothers and sister. This castle is the heart of our new kingdom. I am entrusting it to you. Do not make me regret it. Helen, I'll need you to stay here as well. But my king, my place is at your side, as it's always been. We must hold the 5 kingdoms. Does no one understand that? Helena, you'll serve me best here. I'm leaving behind a contingency of my most elite troops for you to command. Yes, my king. You might as well help prevent my son from wasting scouts to hunt after exiled princesses. How do you know about that? More venison. Where's that servant? You rush forward. I should. Use the serving fork to put more venison on King Luther's plate. He ignores you and continues talking. Good. They barely even notice me. Anyway, that little girl is of no consequence to us. She's no little girl now. Half the realm is still loyal to her. If she were to call for an uprising, she won't, not while she can cower away in some hovel. Leave her be. But my word is final. Now I ride tonight. He's naive. The little guy is right. If they were to push, they would actually have her. After dinner, as you and Rose carry the plates and dishes back to the kitchen, you see King Luther riding out with the main force of his army. In the nearby banquet hall, you hear a crash. Sounds like there's something going on in there, Rose. I've got to see what more I can learn. Be careful. You linger outside the door and listen in. Helena, I won't say this again. I want a team of assassins sent after that girl. He hurls a vase against the wall, shattering it to pieces. You can destroy as many vases as you like. Your father said to hold Stormhold. I follow his orders. If my father wants to leave me here, I will find my own glory. In the end, in ending the life of that miserable girl before she can raise her hand against us. Marco rubs his face, remembering how Kenya slapped him. She already raised her hand against me once. She'll learn to regret that. I'll mount that foolish girl's head on a spike for everyone in this god-forsaken castle to see. You'll never touch Kenya. You feel anger rushing through you. You look down at your hands. You feel warm. It's just like 2 years ago, that fire. Then they begin glowing a faint red. I can't lose control now. I need to. You take a deep breath and calm yourself. You feel power rolling deep in your veins. As you watch your hand, the heat consolidates to a point in the center of your palm. Whoa. The heat blossoms into a small fireball that spins and dissipates. Oh, we got power for that. What was that? I feel stronger. You lean back towards the door, listening again. Now, Helena, I'm sure my father would love to hear that you openly rebelled against me the moment he left for the war. Aye. Now say yes, Prince Marco, and do my bidding. Yes, Prince Marco. Helena heads toward the door. You dart around the corner before you're spotted. Dear lordy lord. A lot of stuff going on. A while later you return to your quarters, where Tristan is waiting for you. You did it, didn't you? You found out what's going on. If the soldiers catch you out after curfew, I'm not scared. I've had the lashes before. Now tell me. It's big. Luther's left and has taken most of the army with him, all but an elite group of soldiers. And even bigger, Marco is sending assassins after Kenya. I have to warn her. We can do more. We've got to. I know a man down in the dungeons who can get us a poison designed to take out 100 men. We could poison Marco. But we'd never be able to get it past his tasters. Maybe we can't get the poison to Marco, but we could poison those men King Luther's left behind. They're camped out just outside the walls. And I'm pretty sure soldiers aren't lucky enough to have personal tasters. Every soldier Marco loses is one Kenya won't have to face. One more way I can protect her. We'll do this for Kenya. Are you serious? Are we really doing this? Because it will mean sneaking outside the castle walls. Tutorial. Some choices unlock entire exclusive scenes and increase your army score for the final battle. Forget about it. Oh man, that would have been a really great plan. We need to focus on the task at hand, getting our message to Kenya. Sure. You lean out the window and whisper to two shirt blasts calling Bobo to you. You slip a message to Kenya between Bobo's talons. If Kenya survives this attempt on her life, it'll be the perfect time for her to return, to take back this castle and her kingdom. Her? Fly true, my friend. Skirt. Fly to Kenya. Chapter progress. Wow, so chapter 2 didn't really last as long as chapter 1. I felt like that one lasted really long. The monks of Rajkur have promised you 50 troops for the final battle. You have unlocked the short sword as a weapon to use in future battles. You abandon the Kar-Kitor in the monastery. As such, you will not be able to use it in the future. You beat the monk in your sparring match. Rose will now do everything she can to help you. You chose not to poison the Navrakas troops. While your consequence may be saved, the war will now be harder to win. Overall progress. Okay, so we still have Gabriel recruited and he's still alive. Tevan is dead. Rose is alive and recruited. So we've got 2 recruits. So is each chapter going to be a recruit? But there's like 19 chapters in this. There's no way. Prestige 9 out of 15. Power 7 of 7. Sweet. Weapons 5 out of 10. Allies 10 out of 15. Troops 3 out of 5. Significant choices 50 out of 20. 49 out of 72. Well, now I'm at 16. That'll help out. I could get one more out of all of those, but it's The Rajkur temple is under attack. Meanwhile, Dominic struggles to stay safe inside Stormholt under Prince Marco's brutal Wait, go back into that? Yeah. So there's a whole lot more people that we're going to find. Well, looks like it's going to start getting even more heated in the battle to come with the Crown of the Flame. And for Jessica's high school story, which we're going to kind of make shift in other stories going along the line. And it's getting more and more interesting for both. Well, until next time, Remember to check me out on Twitch. Also, check me out on Omelet Arcade, which is free to most users that have any mobile device. Then also check out my YouTube channel, This Jester's World, for any of the videos and also live streams that I have done. I break down and or just do them as the full length that they were and put them in. You'll be able to find The Crown and the Flame in the Crown and the Flame list. If I have to, I think I might have to change the title. But in the high school story, it is just labeled Jessica's Story. Alright. Till next time, keep gaming.